All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. And yes, the time has finally arrived. I am able to listen to a T.I. album. I have never listened to a T.I. album before. It's hard to believe. I have never listened to a T.I. album. Any of them. None of them. I crap you not. But I finally listened to my very first T.I. album, which is Urban Legend, which is the one I'm reviewing today. So this joint came out November 30th, 2004. So that was a pretty good year for your boy. So this joint came out under Grand Hustle Records, which was under T.I., and Atlantic Records. And the producers, and this was recorded all in the same year, 2004, by the way. So the producers involved was Clifford Harris, aka T.I., who was the executive producer, Jason Geter, who was also the executive producer, DJ Toomp, how you pronounce that? Toomp, Daz Dillinger, Jazzy Fire or Jazzy Fizzle, Lil Jon, Kevin K.I. Cates, KLC, not KFC, KFC, Manny Fresh, The Neptunes, Nick Fury Lofton, Sanchez Holmes, Scott Scorch, Swiss Beats, and David Banner. So a pretty good list of producers there, if I do say so myself. All right, so let me give you guys some background info on this album real quick. So in March of the same year this album dropped, a warrant was issued for T.I.'s arrest after a violation of probation that resulted from a 1997 arrest on cocaine distribution and the manufacturing and distribution of a controlled substance. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. While in prison in Cobb County, Georgia, he filmed an unauthorized music video, which was pretty interesting. So check this out. After T.I. received his sentence, he was granted a work release program that allowed him to continue making music and proceeded to record several albums worth of material. Recording sessions took place at PS West Studios, Silent Sound Studios, and at Stagnolia Studios, all located in T.I.'s native Atlanta, Georgia. One recording session took place at the Orange Grove Studios in LA. So yeah, there you go with that. So let me give you guys some stats in regards to the album. So Urban Legend was number 7 on the Billboard Top 200, number 1 on the US Top R&B/Hip Hop Albums charts, and number 1 in the Top Rap Albums charts, and it was platinum. So yeah, and wow, I heard this album. Oh my gosh, there were so many forgotten classics that are a part of this album. It's really, really crazy. So let's go over the tracks, shall we? So, and I'm at the wrong spot. But okay, let me explain this real quick. There's 17 tracks. None of them are skits. But there's a deluxe edition that have 5 more additional tracks. But we're going to stick with the original. So the original has 17 tracks. And of those 17, 3 of them are singles. But 2 of them are club classics. And one of them, I guess you could call this an unofficial single. You've heard this one before. Alright, so here we go. The first track right is called The King, followed by Motivation. This is the one right here that a number of you should heard before if you was around that time and was listening to rap music at that time. The third song is one of the 3 singles called You Don't Know Me with the letter U. And when I mean The King, we go into the first track, is THA. So expect some slang in these titles here. So You Know Me with the second single off this album, while ASAP, which is track number 4, was the third single off this album. Next up is Praying without the G, Praying for Help, followed by Why You Mad at Me, the letter U. Track number 7 is called Get Loose featuring Nelly. This is one of those 2 classic club bangers. Oh my gosh. Let me see you get loose. Wow. Ooh, the stories I have when I was at the club and that song played, man. Next up is What They Do featuring BG, followed by The Greatest, and it actually does spell correctly, featuring Manny Fresh. Track number 10 is called Get Ya, ya, not Get Ya, but Get Ya, rather, Get Your Shit Together, featuring Lil' Kim. And that's another club banger right there, another club classic. Man, them stories, oh man, that's another story for another day. Track number 11 is called Freak Though, featuring, no, it's Freak Thought, my fault, my bad, featuring Pharrell. Track number 12 is called Countdown. And then track number 13 is the first single off this album. In my opinion, this is the single that put him on the map, and that's Bring 'Em Out. Track number 14 is called Limelight, featuring P$C Track number 15 is called Chillin' With My, without the G, Chillin' With My Bitch, featuring Jazzy Fa. Next up is Stand Up, actually there's two unofficial singles. Stand Up is the other one. And actually that's a club classic as well. Stand Up featuring Lil Jon, Trick Daddy, and Lil Wayne. And then the last track off the original version is My Life featuring Daz Dillinger. So let's talk about the three singles. So Bring 'Em Out joint, that joint came out October 19, 2004. And obviously this song, which is produced by Swizz Beatz, contained a voice sample from Jay-Z's What More Can I Say, where he say bring 'em out, obviously. And according to Swizz Beatz in a Drink Champs interview, the instrumental was originally made for a Rockefeller artist during that time, Beanie Sigel, when he was released from prison, but he turned it down, which is weird. Anywho, there was a music video for this, and it was directed by Fat Cats and was shot in Atlanta. Obviously, DJ Drama, Jazzy Fizzle, and Swizz Beatz made cameo appearances in the video. All right, and at the end of the video, a brief snippet of You Don't Know Me plays, and that's a music video in itself, and that's the next single we're going to talk about in a second. So the song was featured extensively during the 2006 NBA Finals as the theme song for the Miami Heat during players' introductions. T.I. performed the song on the episode of The OC titled Return of the Nana, and the instrumental version of the song appeared on promotions for G4's week-long TV special, The Top 100 Video Games of All Time, set to premiere on July 11, 2012. Oh my gosh, that show. I ain't gonna get into that again. Let's look at the charts. It was 59th on the UK singles, 9th on the US Billboard Hot 100, 6th on the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, and 4th on the US Hot Rap Songs charts. And it was gold in the US, selling around 500,000 copies. Now let's move on to the next single, which is called You Don't Know Me. So this joint came out January 11, 2005, and the song appeared in the video game Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, which was a great game, by the way. And it was ranked 61st on Complex Best Songs of the Decade, and it was nominated on several awards, really, such as Best Rap Solo Performance on the Grammy Awards, Best Rap Video on MTV Video Music Awards, and Streets Anthem of the Year on Vibe Awards. So like I said, there's a music video for this one, and it includes cameos by P. C, DJ Toomp, Young Dro, Jazzy Fizzle, and Daz Dillinger. And yeah, there you go with that. Now let's move on to the charts. So this joint was 23rd on the US Billboard Hot 100, 6th in the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, 4th in the US Hot Rap Songs charts, and 65th on the US Mainstream Top 40. And the single alone did platinum, so that was really, really good, if I do say so myself. Now, moving on to the third single, which is called ASAP. Now, here's something interesting. He came out with a single in between these two songs, in between You Don't Know Me and ASAP, which is called Three Kings. And this was actually on Slim Thug's album, Already Platinum. And it features T.I. and Bun B from UGK. But we ain't gonna talk about that, since it's not on the T.I. album, it's not on this album right here. So, You Don't Know Me. This joint came out, oh wait, no, I covered that one. My bad, ASAP rather. This joint came out May 24th, 2005 as the third and final single from Urban Legend. And it was also on the video game Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. And the song was officially remixed, featuring guest verses from T.I.'s Pimp Squad Click cohorts, Big Country King, and Mac Boney. Excuse me. The song is considered a diss track towards Houston-based rapper Lil Flip, which is very interesting. And there is a music video for this song as well. Now, the song also contained the music video contained another song called Motivation. I already talked about it already. And here's where things get very interesting. Oh my God, excuse me. There's two different charts here. So let's talk about the first one, which is ASAP. It was 75th on the US Billboard Hot 100, 18th on the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, and 14th on the US Hot Rap Songs. Motivation was 62nd on the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts. And the song ASAP was certified gold, selling around 500,000 copies. So let me give you guys my favorite tracks off this album from worst to first. All right, so Stand Up, even though it is a classic, I don't really like it that much, and I think it's the worst song off this album. Next up is Chillin' With My Bitch. The beat was okay there, and Praying For Help. The bass line was cool, but I just didn't like the snare. They had a different snare. This would be totally different. I'll probably put this high on my list. Excuse me. Next up is The King. The beat was cool there. Same with Why You Mad At Me, Countdown, What They Do. Limelight, that was a smooth beat, but the beat was cool. They should have used a different snare from the claps. If they would have used a different snare, it would have been better. It would have been better in my opinion. Motivation's a classic, and the beat is cool. And we got Get Loose. That's a club classic, like I said, and the beat was really cool. And Get Your Shit Together is another club classic. The beat was really cool there. And of course, The Greatest. That joint was dope, but it did not make my top 5. It was the 6th best song off the album. Now, let me give you guys my top 5. Freak Thought. No, not Freak Thought. It's Freak Through. Yeah. Or Freak Though, rather. That beat is dope. That beat is really, really dope. Obviously, the Neptunes did their thing, as always. And that joint is really, really dope. 4th best track off this album is My Life. This joint is very smooth, dog. I was like, oh my gosh, this joint is dope as heck. I really, really like this one, but it did not crack my top 3. The singles did. And he made a good choice with these singles. You Don't Know Me is the 3rd best song off this album. That beat is dope. One of the best songs ever. It is very, very hard. It's a classic. ASAP is the 2nd best song off this album. It's another classic. The beat was dope and it's hard and it's a personal favorite of mine. But the best song off this album is Bring 'Em Out. This is my all-time personal favorite right here. My all-time personal favorite T.I. song, that is. It is legendary. In my opinion, this is the song that put T.I. on the map. And I thought this was his debut album, but as reality, he came out with 2 albums prior to this one, which are called I'm Serious and Trap Music. Trap Music was actually platinum as well. But Urban Legend was platinum and did better on the charts. So, let me give you guys the professional ratings for this album. All Music gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Baltimore City Paper gave it a mixed review. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. Prefix gave it a 7 out of 10. Rap Reviews gave it an 8 out of 10. And Rolling Stones gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So what do I think about this album? Wow. Wow. It's got a lot of great songs on here. And I'm kind of mad at myself that I did not get this album. Because you should have a physical copy of this album in your collection. I'm going to have to give this a... Ooh, it's up there. It's high. It's high. It's just that... I don't like that Stand Up track. I ain't saying I dislike it that much or anything like that. But, you know, it's you know, out of all the songs, I just didn't like that one. Anytime I hear it play, I would just be like, oh, okay, and sit down somewhere. Because it's a club classic in itself, but every time I hear it in the club, I'll be like, oh, okay, and then I'll sit down somewhere. So, but I'm not gonna let that one song ruin this album. Ooh. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. That's what I'm going with. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. You should have a physical copy of this album in your collection. With Bring 'Em Out, ASAP, You Don't Like Me, My Life, and Freak Though, and The Greatest, along with Get Your Shit Together, Get Loose, Motivation, and Limelight, that's too much. That's too much positivity, positive stuff on this album. It's a 5 out of 5, and you should have a physical copy of this album in your collection. So, with that said, y'all know who this is. This your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.